And straight after that, we've got Poppy. If you haven't seen Poppy's channel, go and check him out too. He's good for a chat, he's fun, and he makes cool stuff. And straight after that, we've got Poppy. If you haven't seen Poppy's channel, go and check him out too. He's good for a chat, he's fun, and he makes cool stuff.
Hey gang, Poppy here. We're in the computer room. And because one of my subscribers commented favorably on my What's Inside a Linear Actuator video, I'm going to do this. This is the circuit I designed to go from my power supply to the motor. Okay, as you see here we have positive and negative connections. From the positive to these two switches, from the negative to these two switches. Alright? Now here's where it gets fun. Positive from this switch comes here to the motor. Positive from this switch goes to this connection on the motor. Now it's the same for the negatives. This one comes here, and this one comes here. Now, as you see, got positive going to two switches, and they both go to opposite poles on the motor. Same here for the negative. Opposite poles on the motor. These little horseshoe-shaped things mean don't touch, just goes nearby. Here in the circle, this means connected. Connected. And well, you know these. And here, of course, are our four limit switches. With their respective levers, which push the little parts of the switch in those locations, and from this position they're going normally open. I have tested this circuit. It works. The motor goes either direction at my control, and so far I haven't shorted it out and burnt anything. What's that? Yes, I haven't shorted it out or burnt anything. This is your simple, the simple circuit I drew up to take power from my power supply and put it to this motor, going that way or that way, depending on which two switches. Obviously, switch 1 and switch 3 would work together. Well, 2 and 4 work together. Okay, is this clear? I hope so. I really do. Now, oh. Now, why aren't you out in the shop, Poppy? Thank you. I just been given power supply for my tens unit. I might be able to machine tomorrow night. I didn't think I would be able to. Every once in a while, my back does this little thing where it don't want me to walk, stand up, sit down. You know, anything other than lay down and die, it don't like me to do. So I'm going to put my tens unit on. That's why I have machined for 3 days. My back has been doing that. Yeah. Okay. And, of course, then there's all the fires here in Northern California. Northern California's on fire. That's all there is to it. It happens every... Hey! Finally got me sort of near the center of the screen. Happens every year lately now. In the last 15 years, California burns, and starting around July. It goes till the rain puts it out. You know, sometime around Christmas. They call it the new climatological normal for California. Long, long fire season. Oh, and they were talking about it's going to start earlier in the spring now, too. Don't you just love it? When we moved here, it was beautiful. Rural, small rural town. Think of Mayberry, but put it in Northern California. Trees in the middle of the street, unpaved streets, you know, nothing. It was beautiful. All kinds of critters, wildlife. I mean, when you have skunks and raccoons and possums coming through the yard, on a regular schedule, there was one possum would walk along the back fence in the early evening going that way. In the early morning, he'd go back that way. After about 2 years, there was him and a female. Next year, they're mom, dad, and baby. Then there was mom and baby. And none. Oh well. And then skunks. I've told you that our cat, Furball, befriended a skunk like 4 years ago. And they would play. And next year, skunk came back with a baby. They would play. Haven't seen skunk this year. Smelled one. If you ever heard that song, Dead Skunk. Oh, nearby. And it was right after a shotgun blast, so I think skunk made someone unhappy. And, well, the raccoons. I haven't seen raccoons in... two winters. It was so cute. Mama and baby raccoon. Oh, they look so cute. And totally unafraid. I slid open the sliding door. Hi, how you doing? She looked at me like, you got food? You don't got food? Well, don't bug me. Totally unafraid. And I know better than mess with raccoon. Oh yeah. They carry rabies and they like to spread it through your testicles. Like, chomp. Yeah. Don't mess with raccoons. Anyway, I drew that power circuit for my reversible lead screw project. While I was looking at the material at hand, I think I showed it to you earlier, another motor has a gearbox and shaft coming out both sides of the gearbox, and it's reversible. It came off a hospital bed. But while I was in the middle of working on my lead screw project, an idea hit me in the back of the head like a brick. Hey man, you got everything you need almost. A couple of pulleys and a belt to do power threading on my shear line lathe. I mean power, single point, threading. So I've got this forward and reverse, slow speed, something like 15 RPM. Absolutely perfect for single point threading on a small lathe. Unless you like smashing your tool into the chuck, or your slide into the headstock, you know. After I got the lead screw reversing, I'm going to go for power threading. Oh! And I showed you guys what I wanted to do to the armature off that Skill 3/8 reversible drill, and it hit me. I don't need to remove the chuck from it. If I haven't destroyed it yet with the heat and the banging, it's a perfectly good 3/8 inch diameter, precision manufactured, butter wouldn't melt in my mouth, precision manufactured clamping device for up to 3/8 inch diameter. Yeah. All I gotta do is chop off the motor on the other end. And as for a casing, I kept the pistol grip plastic case, right? Take it over to the bandsaw and go, boom. Instant casing for a pinion and gear reduction set. And considering those reversible variable speed drills, they go like, what? I think it was 3,200 on this one, up to 3,200. And you're using them to drill, right? So that gear, and the gear set is a nice hardened machined pinion coming off the motor, and the gear is not plastic and does not look to be sintered. It appears to be an actual machined gear. Nice helical reduction gear set with a case. I'll have to find something to do with that. If anyone has any ideas, please feel free to let me know. Good night from California.